Alright, everyone, welcome back to the ONOG 3K Online Invitational. Lots of great action coming to you today. My name is Axel. I am one of two. My co-caster today is NerdSwagger, and we are about to go into game number 3 between EGMachine and itsGosuPokebunny. But to give a little bit of context, if you're just now joining us, this is the One Nation of Gamers StarCraft 2 Invitational. This is Friday night action, where we're casting group play, some of the great games from group play. We got our hands on them, and we're going to be casting them. We've got 4 groups of amazing players. If you want additional information, go ahead and check Team Liquid and perhaps search for ONOG maybe in the search bar, but all the information can be found there. And of course, tell your friends this is going on. Of course, follow ONOG Esports on Twitter and facebook.com/OneNationOfGamers, and that can be found on that nice fancy overlay. But that being said, NerdSwag, are you ready to get into the next game?
Yeah, I'm really pumped for this series. I mean, we've seen a lot of different dynamics throughout the 2 games beforehand, so I hope this 3rd game is going to be bringing us even more non-stop action as the last.
Yeah, and that being said, the map is going to be Belshire Beach, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the game right now. And here we go. In the bottom right-hand location, we have the blue Terran player, Pokebunny, representing Team itsGosu. One of the favorites of many, one of the youngest players, actively professional, I guess I should say, in this game. He's one of those players where he's been around a while, but he's one of those faces that's going to be here a while because he is quite young relatively. I mean, I think he's 16 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. When I was 16 years old, I was not on a professional StarCraft 2 gaming team. I'll tell you that much. I think that was a long time ago. I was in high school, definitely.
Yeah.
But I was just hanging out in my sports team. But top left-hand location, we have the Red Zerg player EGMachine, and he is one of those faces that will be here a while as well. One of my favorite things about Machine is those commercials. Have you been watching those?
The HyperX commercials.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are those amazing?
The Santa one's the best one or whatever. He was like wrapping presents
Yes.
in the office or whatever. Yeah, that's hilarious. Those are really funny.
I love those. Yeah, it's, the one guy that comes in, he's trying to get, he's going on a date and he's trying to borrow the car, Indra's car. That was my favorite part of that. He's like, oh, Machine, oh, Machine. Oh my God.
Those are really great commercials.
Yeah. Speaking of great commercials, everyone check out One Nation of Gamers because they are putting this on for you from their own pockets. So definitely go support them. But yeah, this is game 3. These guys are tied 1-1. I want to hear prediction there, Swagger.
I'm hoping that it's going to be some intense game going down between these 2 players. Again, this is the best of 3, so I mean they're to the ace match. They got to give it all they've got. Belshire Beach does opt for those great matches as it's pretty big, not a long rush distance or anything like that. So I'm really excited. This is one of my favorite maps. It looks really great and it just creates for great matches.
Yeah, and obviously the question presents itself: which race would this map favor? And honestly, I don't think it favors any map in particular. I think, or any race, I should say, in particular. I think it's a very well-made map. The natural and there's not too much to defend at the natural. There's like one ramp leading up there. In the third, it's far, but it's not too far. And there's also another quite accessible expansion you can take that's just outside of your main base. So I feel like this map is fairly balanced. You see a lot of great games as well. So hopefully this one will be good as we see Pokebunny opening up with the Tech Lab, making a Reaper out of that barracks. And looks like it's going to be a Reaper Expand, if I think. Yeah.
Yep, definitely going to be that. One of the great things I love about this map for Zerg players is if a Zerg player has really great creep spread on this map, if they can get their creep to go to the bridge at the north and the bridge at the south, I mean, that's almost really all they need for creep spread, because any other sort of attack path is going to be such a long distance. They'll have plenty of time to reinforce, so that's just one of the amazing things I love about this map for Zerg.
Yeah, and that's so true because a Terran has to cross those bridges to do any aggression to these bases, and if you can position yourself so you have the concave once the Terran goes through there, it can be good news for you as a Zerg player. But at the same time, if the Zerg attacks too soon into that choke on the bridge, and you have all your tanks nicely positioned, I mean the Terran could be fine as well. But that being said, Reaper coming forward, Bunker was cancelled.
Yeah, the SCV did get taken out by the Ling, so Pokebunny kind of lacking on some micro there. But here we go, using the micro to make up for it on this Reaper. Hasn't quite taken out any drones yet. There goes one drone, 2 drones. The Queen does now finally pop out, so this Reaper should be deterred. It should have to get out of here. Is it going to survive? This Ling is going to poke at it. 1 HP on that Reaper, Axel.
Wow. He better not. He better not. You know, cut his fingernail or
Yeah, he
he's
better not
gonna
slip
die.
on this ice or anything like that.
Yeah, that'd be very bad. But pretty cool play there by Pokemon. Definitely paying for itself with 2 drone kills. Going to be advancing into the main base. There is a queen here though from Machine, so he should be adequately prepared for that. And Pokemon taking down a Zergling, going to try to go to the natural expansion. But I think these Reapers might be trapped.
Yeah.
There, one goes down.
Finally, that one with 1 HP does finally get picked off. This other Reaper is now all alone and won't be able to destroy drones quite as quickly. This Queen is still going to continue to poke in. I don't know if he's going to get any more drone kills from this. And, yep, that other Reaper does go down, Axel.
Yeah. Well, I guess what was good about that, some drones lost some mining time, but I feel like overall Pokebunny was relatively happy about that. Obviously, you want to try to keep your Reapers alive so you can have some map control. You know, taking the watchtowers and you know, keeping that threat out there that Reapers might jump into your base at any point in time. But that is no longer in effect here. And Pokebunny at 29 supply to Machines 44, taking that expansion, building 3 barracks, adding on 2 reactors. Those are taking a little bit of time. Of course, they are. Well, those take a while to build. Also, combat shields on the way, and stim as well. So interesting. I wonder if he's going to go for some sort of stim timing behind a bunch of Marines without any medevacs or other support of any kind. Maybe.
Yeah, I feel this is a quite interesting build as well, Axel. I mean, obviously he hasn't really, he's finally now adding on a second gas. He hasn't opted to go for any sort of factory place. I mean, that's going to set his tech back quite a bit. I mean, that's just going to be the later that the medevacs are, and so obviously he's going to probably be going for some type of bio push here. He needs to maybe reinforce this front maybe a little just more. There he goes, finally making that supply depot wall. Because otherwise he's pretty exposed if EGMachine wanted to go for, you know, any sort of Baneling Bust or Zerg run-in or anything like that. He would have been exposed, but now that's not going to be the plan, and Machine's just going to be going for that layer and these gases, so...
Yeah, it's very true. Machine adding on 2 gases is natural expansion. Again, just limiting this choke here, leading up to his natural expansion, adding on a hatchery and an evolution chamber. But Pokebunny now advancing across the map with a bunch of combat shield just now finishing. And they do have stims, so if Pokebunny can control this nicely, he can do a lot of damage. As there's only 1 spine crawler there, Machine adding on a second one. But Pokemon can advance up towards the non-existent third base from Machine. Gonna see that's empty. Will he proceed forward or will he return home? That is the question, and I'm not sure just yet what he's gonna do.
Yeah, this is again just one of the interesting builds as there's no factory or starport, so these Marines are just bare. They're just them. So any stim that he does is gonna be just that beat. He stims right there. There's no medevacs that are going to heal it. So, I mean, what was that for? For a creep tumor, maybe to take out the Evo chamber. So he's going to have to be really careful with that. And Slings are now going to shift around on all these Marines. Axel, they are all going to go down. One Evo chamber does go down as well, but not really cost efficient.
I don't think that was worth it. He lost so many Marines there. He did kill that evolution chamber. He did kill 2 creep tumors. Killed some Zerglings, but you know what? SCVs have mules, or I should say, Terran has mules. Goodness, and I don't know. Marines aren't that expensive, so maybe that was worth it. That's probably a lot of in-depth math you'd have to do.
Yeah, true.
Right
we
now,
don't do math here.
Yeah.
So again. I'd like to see EGMachine get this creep spread going, like I was kind of saying. If he gets it going towards those bridges, that can be really really useful in the game for determining when his opponent is going to be attacking. He is going to be throwing up that third base right now. We see Pokebunny throwing down a 3rd command center for himself, but has he started teching up? Yes, he has that factory, and now he has a starport on the reactor inside of his main base.
Yep, 2 medevacs coming out for that starport, and there is a Spire in the main base of Machine. And this is the first time we've seen a Spire in this matchup. Of course, Machine lost very early on in the game, in game number 1. In game number 2, he went Infestors into Ultralisks with massive wings and just pretty quick upgrades. But here he is going for the Spire play, trying to build up that gas up to 600, so when that Spire is complete, probably will make 6 mutas and maybe the +1 upgrade, but also getting Burrow and Baneling speed. I love this! Look at that, moving Banelings across the map, and he's going to be burrowing them at the bridges.
Very nice.
That's so cool, Machine.
Yeah, that's definitely an amazing move for this type of map right here. Again, these are the main 2 attack paths that the Terran is going to go down. Any other attack path just takes way too long.
This is gonna work. I think it's gonna work right here. I think Pokemon is gonna lose most of his army.
Oh, but they might be cutting the corner right there. Look at that, hugging the wall a little bit.
Oh, did you see the drop? he saw that. Pretty nice information.
Oh, that might be a
he's
little
gonna
note. Oh, there we go. That might be a little note to add later, but these Lings are streaming in now, and they are going to try and get a nice surround on these Marines up here at the north. These Banelings not really being too efficient in the back here. Nice stutter step going down by Pokebunny. Finally, the Banelings getting a few hits, and that is going to be cleaned up, and now the drop going down in the main base of Machine. There is some Spine Crawler there, so that should slow it down.